everyone, Amanda here, and thank you so much for joining me. So I have made a start on my Georgian Romance journal. So this collection, I will link it below, I released in December and I'm playing catch up. And I've decided that I want to do a soft cover journal. So this is just laid here because I'm not quite sure what I'm doing yet, okay? But I am going to be adding some lace to this journal. Okay, I haven't worked with laces for a long time. Not finished the idea of the layout of anything yet. But I thought I'd come and share my process. So I'm using a padded envelope to make a journal cover. And I've covered it with fabric front and back. I have added my signature. Okay, I'm doing one chunky signature. We're going to add lots of embellishing, lots of tucks, lots of extra ephemera that we're going to make. Okay, and you know, you can see the inside here, it's still a work in progress. I've added some lace there and turned it into two little tucks, and I'm going to be adding dangly lace. So this video is sharing the process of how I've made this cover from a padded envelope, okay, and some of my process of putting the signature together. And then as I am making the journal, I'm going to be filming more videos. There's not really tutorials, more videos, sharing my process so you can follow along and get some ideas and inspiration. But this is a work in progress. It's not finished yet. So let's get crafting. So this is how I'm making my cover. I'm using a padded envelope. This is just the size that fits letters in, but then make them slightly larger. So if I just show you the signatures, just bear with me while I grab them. So I've selected the papers and I've got my signatures. So when this is folded, just double check that it's big enough. When this is folded, okay, these will go inside here. It's going to be slightly larger top to bottom. I don't mind that because I might add some lace, okay, but I don't mind that. Slightly, and just make sure it doesn't, I don't like them to protrude. So I've got room there, and I've also got room for it to grow, okay? So it's big enough, and it's a nice texture, and it's going to give a nice soft padded feel. Ideally you'd use recycled. I've had to take this out of my packaging drawer. I've sealed the end, okay. Now I'm going to use this fabric that I've got left over. I don't quite have enough to cover both sides, and it's a toile fabric that I got years ago, okay. So I'm going to cover one side with the toile, and then the other side I'm going to cover with, I picked up these cotton pillowcases, really cheap. It's a good way of getting fabric. If you see them reduced anywhere, it's just a really good way of getting them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put this inside the pillowcase and then cut it to size. Okay, so I've got two straight edges, making my life easier. And then it will be covered both sides, and then I'll put this over the top, okay, and then I'll just simply sew all the way around the perimeter. However, because my envelope is brown and not white, I don't want it showing, that colour showing through the pillowcase. So it's just my preference. I'm going to cover one side of this with gesso. Okay, so I've just got a soft paintbrush and some gesso, and I'm just going to change the colour of my envelope to suit myself. So then when it shows through, it's not an orange colour. Okay, it's a white, it'll just have a white kind of a look. So when I've done this and I have added the fabric using my sewing machine, I will be back. So here's my complete cover. So I have covered it front and back. I did add some sticky tape just inside this to hold it in place so that it didn't shift while I cut it to size. And I wish I hadn't, because it's giving me a yellow tinge. I don't know if it's leaching from the envelope, but I'll cover it up with a pocket. So what I did after that, rather than use more tape, was I used my little bulldog clips to hold it all in place, and I've sewn all the way around the edge twice. There's just a few areas where it's not quite caught, so I'm going to go in with my hot glue gun and I'm going to make sure that those edges are down firmly. Now, when you're using hot glue, I don't like using hot glue on paper, okay? I really don't. But if you use it, just make sure you push it down so that it's not lumpy, okay? And that will now seal that edge. So I'm just going to go all the way around the edges here. I mean, you could just glue it on rather than sew it on, but I'm always mindful of hot glue feeling stiff and lumpy, okay? So I'm just going to keep it just to the edges. I wouldn't put any on this bit. I want that to stay nice and soft, okay? But I just want to make sure those edges are sealed so that you can't see the envelope, okay? So I will continue with that all the way around. Make sure that that's sealed, all nicely sealed, so we don't see any of that envelope. Not that it matters hugely, but the devil's in the detail, as they say. It's caught nicely on that side. There's no envelope showing. Okay, that side's all right. I'm just lifting the sides here where checking that my sewing has caught so that I can't see any of that envelope around the edges, and I can't. And that gives you a nice padded, just a little bit there, nice padded journal cover. Super simple. Like I say, if you can recycle an envelope, extra brownie points to you. I didn't have one, because I tend to not hoard junk and it goes in the bin. And then when I need something, I don't have it. But, you know, I have to be careful when it comes to hoarding packaging. Otherwise, I end up with a big corner of my craft room full of the stuff and it overwhelms me. So there you go. So now this envelope journal cover is a lot larger than my pages. Now, I'm not too worried about that. It will grow because these are just the digitals. I'm going to add other things and I'm just going to do one chunky signature and I'm going to sew it in with the 3-hole pamphlet stitch method. I've done videos on that before, so I'm not going to show that here. There's billions and billions of videos on YouTube as well as mine on how to do it, okay? But what I might do is have a look through my lace stash, and if I've got some like dangly laces, I might move this up slightly, have this gap here and have some dangly laces on some of these decorative pages. If I decide not to use lace, I'll just centralise it and I'm not worried, okay? It's lovely. I may also decorate some of this with some laces. I might just make a topper. I don't know yet. We'll see as the videos progress. But this is my cover so far. So I'm going to finish the basic construction of my pages. I'm probably going to distress the edges with a pair of scissors so that they're not perfectly straight. I'm not trimming them all off even because I like uneven pages. And I'm going to add extra things like printable tea-dyed coffee pages, maybe some old music pages, things like that. And when that's done and all sewn in, I will come back and show you the complete cover, the completed basic base of the journal, okay? Okay, so I've made a little bit of progress, so I'll show you where I'm up to, and then I will resume with filming another day. I'll say tomorrow, but it might not be tomorrow. I don't like to say things I'm not going to keep to. So we've got this lovely soft cover. I am going to embellish it further, and I'm going to do some sort of closure. I don't know what kind of closure yet. So here we go. So I am adding some laces. I have got some of my lovely laces out of my stash. Now, if you are a shabby chic lover, please don't think that this channel is going to start being shabby chic, or if you're a shabby chic hater. I just feel like this journal needs some lace, but it's not my vibe anymore. It used to be, now it's not. But I've got all of these hanging about, and one of my main sayings is use what you've got, so I'm going to use it. So I've added a pretty one on the front and the back page. and it can be a large tuck. What I'm actually going to do here, I've just been waiting for my glue gun to heat up. I don't mind using glue gun on fabric, and the trick is to use just a tiny bit and really press. Okay, really press. Just be careful you don't burn yourself. Really press, and that's now created me 2 little pockets, and I've got these little envelopes, and so one can slip there and one can slip there, and then the one in the back I may just leave and put some more ephemera in. Okay, so I've added lace to the bottom here. Okay, so now when my book's shut, we're going to have a little bit of like dangle going on. So I'm going to continue with this. I think that's enough for today. And I'll just quickly give you a quick flip. So I've used the digitals, I've paired them up in a way that just pleases me. And I've added a doilies paper bag. I've got some coffee dyed printed paper there. It's gone stripy because it was a misprint, but I'm still going to use it. Vintage music paper, and you know, I've just padded it out. Extra pages, that's a bit of bookkeeping paper, and we're going to make this so that it's quite chunky. Okay, it's slim at the moment, but by the time we've added all of our laces and done all of our ephemera, it's going to be lovely and chunky. And then we'll be finished and we'll get on with the next one. So that's it for today. Okay, we've made a start. I challenge you to try the padded envelope as a journal cover. It's lovely. Okay, and I've bound mine just with blue twine. Okay, because that's all I could find. I may well add lace to the spine. I don't know. I'm going to wait until the journal's full before I decide that. And yeah, so I'm going to carry on adding some of these pretty laces to the digital pages. So the ones that I've got the print on are going to get the lace treatment. And then some of the others, maybe not, or maybe they will. We will see how we go until all of this lace is used up. And this will be a beautiful, beautiful texturised journal with a lovely soft cover and lots of lovely touchy-feely lace. So I hope that gives you some ideas. I will be back. I'm working on this today. So as I go, as I'm doing it, I will film my process and I will show you until we are finished. Thanks for watching. Take care and I'll see you soon. Bye.